This is the 23rd of July 2012. I've come to one of the properties. This was recently refurbished a year ago. As you can see, I've got the kitchen, and going through there you've got the bathroom, but I'm not going to talk about that much today. Also, we have got the living room and everything else going through there. Standard fireplace that I put in, a secondary source of heat. Got damp. Unbelievable. I missed out on it the first time around. This wet weather has caused an immense amount of problems in regard to damp. If I can zoom in there, you can see that you know, the paint's coming off there. The wall's rounded a little bit, and then if I zoom back out a bit and we go down and we look along the skirting boards, you can see, I don't know if you can see it now, but earlier on you can actually see a bit of the dark colouring. So yes, you can. If you look very carefully, you can see that the water mark is there. Let me jump around a bit. Yeah, you can see it. And it comes down and it goes around and it comes around there. It goes all the way around there, just below the sockets, and comes up and it goes up to the wall there. So, two things really. That whole wall there has got to be, the plasterwork's got to be hacked off. And they're going to put an insulating board on there to help with the issue in regards to damp, and also as well it'll keep the dew point warm, also the dew point up in the building, so that wall won't be as cold, so you'll get less condensation on the wall. Underneath the window they're going to chop this bit off here as well. Big job. They're going to replace all the skirting boards as well. And that's what's going to be done there. Effectively, what they're going to do is they're going to hack off all the plaster to the rear wall, and also they're going to insert a safeguard dry zone chemical damp proof course. They're going to apply 2 coats of Vandex slurry tanking to full height to the exposed walls to form a tanking fillet seal. Also, in regards to confirming the damp in the building, I've got one of these. It's called a protimeter. It tests damp. What you do is you switch it on. Obviously it needs to be calibrated to the room itself so that you've got the relative air temperature of the room, and then that will, not the air temperature but the humidity level of the room, and that will then be calibrated to the room. If I move my finger up and I touch it, you can see the meters going up there, and you can hear the sound that it's making, which is demonstrating that, okay, I'm full of water, which is right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to test it on the brickwork just to see what the damp levels are. So here goes. Well, there's a bit of damp there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so it's showing it's wet there and it's making an audible sound. We come around here. Once again you can see that it's making an audible sound, and it's showing that it's wet as well. As you come further up, yeah, it's a little bit drier. Let me switch that back on. Switch hands. So right, so down here we get a reading of 200. Wow, that's really high. Now if we move further up to where the dado rail is, which is about 1 meter, 174. Come around here. Oh my gosh, look at that, 1000, which is confirmed by the paint coming off. Go a little bit higher above the dado rail. Again, completely saturated. If we look outside, we can see where the party wall is. You can see that this is nearly at the same level, so it confirms what I was talking about outside. You see that? There's the party wall, there's the meter. If we come a bit higher up still, it drops off. It just switched off. Okay, so we come a bit higher up, you can see that the readings are less. Come back down to the height of the party wall. Wow, massive reading there. Then as we look at the wall where the window is, you come down there. Okay, it's damp. It says there it's wet, so that's got to be seen to as well. Come along again. Funnily enough, it's dry in that particular area, so it's all concentrated around this particular area. That particular area there, up that wall there. but as a consequence they're going to tank the whole lot up to the dado rail, and they're going to tank, obviously they're going to be putting insulation board on that wall. They're going to replaster the rear window wall with limelight renovating plaster and skim finish, and they're going to replaster the rear section of the party wall using 25mm insulated boards, and then they're going to fix new treated skirting board as well. That comes with a 20-year. Okay, the reason for this, coming round to the rear to show you why, as you can see here we have the party wall which comes in and joins the building. Obviously this will need repointing, this will need sealing around here. You can see where the water is running down the wall and it is actually getting in there, so as a result it's being allowed to soak into the wall, so that needs repointing. As you come further down here you can see that it then soaks into the cement joint here, which is completely wet anyway, and that then runs all the way down there, so it's causing a bridge really. If you look very, very closely you can see that there are plugs there where there was a damp proof course. Having said that, let's see if you can see those. Yep, there you go. 1, 2, 3, and there is evidence of an old damp proof course. There we go, near to the ground level, so you can see it's only 4 inches above the ground level there. Okay, less than that, 50mm. Really the damp proof course needs to be in at say this level, whereas in fact it's halfway in the brick, so it's even worse. As you can see there, that's where the damp proof course is. You can see where the green line is, that's where the water's bouncing up to, so it's obviously compromising the damp proof. Okay, this is the 1st of August 2011. As you can hear, we're having the work done at one of the properties, having the damp proof course sorted out. There was damp in the back, I didn't pick up on it initially, but that's been remedied now. The company that is doing that is a company called Building Restoration Services. That's one of their vans there. They're the ones that are doing the damp proof course and also the tanking to the house.